Hey everyone, I thought it would be really fun to show you my tooth powder recipe. I, like a lot of homesteaders out there, like to know what is in the thing that I'm ingesting or cleaning with or using on my skin. And in the case of this tooth powder, I've made this tooth powder for a very long time and I love it. Tooth powder is something to get used to. When I first used it, the first couple of days, I thought, I am never going to keep up with this. This is weird. But as I got into it, because I just stuck with it, I ended up really liking it better than toothpaste. I like how clean my teeth felt after it, and more so, I like the benefits of the ingredients that were in it. Not that you couldn't make a paste with this. You can add coconut oil and make yourself a paste. But I just felt I was getting a better clean by having the ingredients dry and really giving my teeth and gums a good scrubbing, like a sugar scrub on your skin. It just, for me, I enjoy it. It also packs and travels easy if you have to go someplace, and I'll show you the different ways that I've kept it before, and it makes a really good gift too. So let's get into the ingredients and how to put all of this together. So the ingredient list is pretty simple. You're going to want bentonite clay. I get mine, I have a couple of sources, and I'll put all the links below from where I have purchased my items. But one of the places that I like to purchase from is Mountain Rose Herbs. And so I use them, and I found a new source on Amazon that I really like as well that I bought in bulk, because I do make a lot of this tooth powder and some other things with bentonite clay that we'll go into in another video. Like I said, I love to give this as a gift as well and kind of get people into trying something a little bit different. Bentonite clay is amazing. It's a toxin remover, and what better place to have a toxin remover? It actually draws out metals and toxins from the surface that it's on, in this case in your mouth. So this is a must. You don't want to skip this at all. You're also going to want to have 3 tablespoons of calcium and magnesium, also on Amazon. Again, the links will be below. 2 tablespoons of ground mint. I got mine from my backyard, dried it, and using a spice grinder, I just ground my own mint. But again, you can go to Mountain Rose Herbs or Amazon. I like places like Star Botanicals or Frontier Co-op. I love Frontier Co-op. All have non-GMO items if you don't have your own mint. You're going to want 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Be sure you buy non-aluminum, non-GMO. I use Bob's Red Mill. Love that. Again, same thing. Everything is non-GMO as well. Cinnamon powder. You want to use a tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Clove powder. I love Simply Organic. This is a great brand. Typically, I buy a big bag of cloves and grind them myself, but with everything we're doing on the farm, I haven't had time. So I do like Simply Organic. With the clove powder, it depends on whether you like it or not. Yes, you can leave it out, but cloves are amazing, especially if you have swollen gums or a sore mouth. For years, I've just, when I have a sore tooth or something, I'll chew on the whole cloves, and it really does help reduce the pain and swelling. So I always add clove powder to mine. Depending on how much you like the flavor, you can add anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. I typically go the tablespoon route because I like it. Xylitol. This is optional. You don't have to have it. It sweetens your toothpaste, or I'm sorry, your tooth powder, but it's not a sugar. So, a couple of things about xylitol. You don't want to ingest it. I know people do. I wouldn't, but brushing my teeth with it is fine. You also want to keep it away from dogs. It is definitely not good for dogs. So don't leave this around where your dog can get into it if you choose to sweeten your tooth powder. I like the bit of sweetness, so I use it. Okay, so that covers all of the dry ingredients. Then you'd want to use some essential oils. Again, you can either use plant therapy. If you go over to my blog at www.5dog.farm, and that's the number 5, there's a link for plant therapy. I love plant therapy. I'm an associate of theirs. I used it long before I became an associate because, well, I want to like the brand and use the brand. I would Also recommend Mountain Rose herbs. At the time I became an associate with plant therapy, Mountain Rose herbs didn't offer associates, so I picked them and I stay with plant therapy. But Mountain Rose herbs is good too, and that happens to be what I have at hand right here. I like to add more peppermint because I love mint, and spearmint, and again the clove, I like clove. You don't have to do this step. If you do, I typically do 10 drops peppermint, 10 drops spearmint, 5 drops clove. You're going to grind anything that you have that needs to be ground into a powder. Mine are all done. And then once you mix it all together, you just put it in a vessel. It's that simple. I have made enough batches that I've filled something like this before. Of course, you can double, triple, however you want to do the batch. You can use cute little glass spice jars if you want. I had grabbed these a while ago at the dollar store. It was, I think, a package of 10. And these are typically what I put them in, just these little boxes, because back when Mr. Blue Jeans and I used to travel a lot more, it was easy to just grab this little container and put it in my bag, and it wasn't heavy. So this is usually what I have mine in. It's also a great way to make a little gift. Just put a little bow around it and add it as a stocking stuffer or a birthday gift or what have you. So let's just put this all together quickly. It's just sort of dump and go. So here goes the calcium magnesium powder. There goes that. My homegrown mint, in it goes. The baking soda, that gives you your scrubby shiny tea. The cinnamon powder, nice and tasty. The clove powder for any mouth upsets. And for those of you that choose, the xylitol, because I don't want to get up in the morning and have something that's not sweet. And it's funny, you know, I'm a savory person. I will pass up the cake for bread and cheese, but my toothpaste needs to be sweet. Must be something that happened when I was a kid. I don't know. So all you need to do is mix this together. I'm going to grab a spoon and be right back, because that's the one thing I forgot. Okay, 1 spoon. Give it a stir. I'm just getting all the dry ingredients mixed in first. Oh, that smells really good. And then if you choose to, you can add your essential oils. 10 peppermint, 10 spearmint, 5 clove. Stir that back up. And you're ready to package. I told you, it's so simple. And it just takes a minute to get used to something very, very different if you've never used a dry toothpaste before. But it really is worth it. It makes such a difference. You'll see as time goes on. Now, something else that I do when I'm done brushing my teeth, and I am not a dentist, I am not a doctor, you know, read up, always question, always find your own knowledge and be comfortable with what you're using. But after I brush, I do a rinse with hydrogen peroxide. Again, you don't swallow it. But I have found that hydrogen peroxide helps to whiten my teeth. So that's not a bad thing, right? So I'll brush with this and then do a little rinse with hydrogen peroxide. I brush twice a day, but I just do the hydrogen peroxide in the morning. So that's it. Like I said, all the links will be below. If you make this tooth powder, let me know what you thought. I totally understand you say, gosh, Nikki, that feels really weird. But then as you go on, you say, oh my goodness, the benefits, it's well worth it. Sometime soon, I'll make the one that is more of a paste for those of you that would prefer that. But I really appreciate you watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'd be thrilled if you could help me out. This is Nikki D from 5 Dog Farm, and I'll talk to you soon.